It is the prop queen, Ariel Epstein. It is Kelly and Vegas Stewart who are joining us from the desert. Ariel, paint the picture for me. When there are 4 or 5 games going on at once yesterday, and Kentucky's Otega Owe hits a half-court shot, where were you? What is it like?
We were at the sportsbook here at the Westgate Superbook, and the place, you just watch everybody jump up out of their seat. Now, everyone, of course, was on the dog, and that's what I feel like
you got to rewind. Santa Clara's 3. The sports book
went nuts.
Like,
yeah, sorry. Santa Clara's 3 is when the book went nuts.
Yeah.
We didn't even get a chance to sit down, and Kentucky hit their 3.
And then I think at that point, though, the book was like, whoa, because that was crazy. But everyone's been on the dog in those situations, right? Santa Clara. And then what was Thursday? The same kind of 3 hit. And everyone was going nuts at the book also.
VCU.
Yeah.
Late. Yeah, VCU late.
And High Point, everyone was going nuts. Like, everyone's rooting so hard for a Cinderella massive upset here at the book, and you hear it every time.
So, Kelly, when the favorites go 16-0 yesterday, does that mean it's not as fun to be in Vegas?
They did straight up, but I just want you to know my best bet, Cal Baptist, came through for me while we were at dinner. I actually asked the waitress, I was like, can you put it on that TV right there? So I knew where I was sitting at the table so that I could keep looking over. And that was my only bright moment yesterday because I was on that Santa Clara game, and that just set the precedence for the whole day. I was like, oh, wow, today is going to suck. And it did. It did. No dogs, no upsets, no anything fun. Cal Baptist was like my lone bright spot. So, yeah, those types of days, not great. I just logged in and made sure that I had a bet ready to go before the next round of games tip off. And I looked and I know Ariel could see the balance, and I was like, don't ask. It was a bad day yesterday.
But it's funny because we could be out at a restaurant like dinner last night, a nice Italian restaurant at the Wynn, and there's 3 TVs in the main dining room area with games on.
Yeah, that never happened.
No.
Previously. It's because it's March Madness and they know people have to eat and they want people to leave the sports book after being there for 14 hours and come spend money at their restaurants. So they know they have to have TVs readily available for people like me. Otherwise, we're not going.
How happy were the books then by the way that things shook out yesterday? Did you already get a sense?
I haven't spoken to any bookmakers yet this morning. I had another show out here West Coast time that I had to prep for. I did get a list of sharp games, which was wonderful, but I didn't get to ask, how bad did they get crushed? I will say this. We know the general public comes in on a lot of the dogs in the round of 64.
Right. Or it's the money line parlays.
Yeah, the money line parlays obviously did very well yesterday. Very well.
That would be the one thing that probably crushed them for sure.
Ariel Epstein, Kelly, and Vegas Stewart are with us here from Vegas. Getting to, you mentioned the slate. Duke's about to tip off in a bit. There is, this is the time where games start to stagger on Saturday, and we get multiple screens involved. Is there anything you like on the board on what on paper is supposed to be a pretty ugly night?
I don't know if it's going to be an ugly night. I think that Texas coming up here next is one of those spots where 3 games in 4 days might catch up with them, a little bit of tired legs. This was a Gonzaga team that I wasn't even that high on, but Texas gets in early, beats NC State in a game they almost choked away.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a win there right after. Now ask them run it back and play a Zags team that really hasn't been tested all season long outside of 1 or 2 losses there in the West Coast Conference. I think Texas is going to be the square dog today. Everybody's going to want to bet them. This is a spot where I think Gonzaga is great in your survivors, and I like Gonzaga minus the 6.5.
And listen, Josh, I don't cover college, hence Kelly talking is more than me this time, but I know Gonzaga and Survivor. So Splash Sports Survivor, that's what I've got today. Gonzaga and Arkansas I took.
You guys are BFFs. Is there?
I'm on High Point. We'll get into that here in a minute.
There seems to be a tension on the show because
attention?
Tension because
because she needs attention.
He said tension, TENSION.
I know, and it's because you need attention.
Well, see, no, the point is you love college basketball and it just exudes itself, Kelly. But Ariel seems more interested in following baseball futures that are, you got to get in before next week. So what's it like, I guess, I probably should have asked a better question at the top. What's it like being in Vegas when you care about the basketball, but your best friend that you're with does not?
Oh, she cares. She watches. She's having a good
I
time.
have fun. I
think
just don't have anything. I don't handicap it. So now you're like blindly betting what other people tell you. And I hate that.
That does make it difficult, right? And a day like yesterday probably is not a great day to blindly bet. Let's put it like that.
It's been fun though. That's the thing. The reason I come is because I do love sports. I love sitting and watching sports all day. I was going to do it anyway if I was at home. It might as well be in one of the best sports books in the world at the Superbook, where you get everything and you're in the elements. It's like a great bar on steroids. So I love being here. I just hate, because I'm a numbers person and I like to win, that I now have to trust other people and their bets. I don't like that. So when everyone at the book's like, Ariel, what's the bet of the day? I'm like, ask her. I don't do college, but I do pro. And they're like, so what are we betting in baseball? And then I start talking to them about baseball, but then there's a buzzer beater like in one of the middle screens. And I'm like, guys, we shouldn't be talking about this right now.
Ariel, give me a baseball something. Come on, next week. Fire up. I already bet the Pirates. You convinced me. You talked me into
I
the
bet
Pittsburgh
the Pirates to win their division.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, from
I don't
John
know
Murray.
Wow.
I like the Pirates.
That's bold.
I'm
What else
high
we
on
got?
the Pirates. I'm high on the Texas Rangers 3-1 to win the division. Brent Rooker over 32.5 home runs, I think it is. They're at Sutter Health for a second straight year, and it's a minor league park in Sacramento, second most home runs to Coors Field last season. And I think them having another season there. Also, Brent Rooker has gone over that number in 4 of the last 5 seasons. He's also got a great lineup, so you can't pitch around him. So I like that. But then just like one thing I'm telling everybody to look out for, just for opening week, anytime that a pitcher is facing the Blue Jays, take their under strikeout prop. It's been the best thing to bet in the strikeout prop market all last season. And they're going to come out probably with an ace and an inflated line against the Jays, because you're getting an ace or a 2 going up against them. I have to double check when the numbers come out, but definitely fade any pitcher against the Jays Ks.
It is the prop queen, Ariel Epstein. It is Kelly and Vegas Stewart joining us from Vegas. And the thing I think we all seek in our content is authenticity nowadays. That's the buzzword. And what we love about Ariel and you, Kelly, is that you will tell us what you don't know. It's always frustrating when we listen to people, especially this time of year, who don't watch college basketball throughout the season, parachute in and then try to act like they're the greatest expert. So it's something refreshing. And Ariel saying, I have fun with it, but I don't really know it all that well. So how about we get into tonight? You mentioned High Point. High Point, we had Flynn Clayman on the show a couple nights ago. High Point's about 30 minutes from where I sit right now. Ariel, I know, super into High Point because family and all. Are you in on the Panthers tonight, Kelly?
I have no choice but to be in on the Panthers. We do a Calcutta every single college basketball season. And we got a really, really value price on this team. And I thought, all right, I think that they can make a little bit of a splash. Them and VCU is all we have left. We drafted 6 teams, so we're down to 2 double-digit dogs for today. And that's never a fun spot to be in. But here's an Arkansas team that I think couldn't have looked any better. And that is the reality. And that is a good thing, right? And I mentioned VCU, and I feel the same way about Illinois. They could not have looked any better against a Penn team. And so coming into Saturday, coming into Sunday, I start to look at teams who overachieved. I think Arkansas overachieved on Thursday night. I know a lot of people would argue, well, High Point overachieved. Nah, we said all week long, Wisconsin lives and dies by the 3. High Point was able to put up a bunch of big numbers. They were able to run and gun. I think they're going to be able to run and gun against this Arkansas team as well.
This might be the sell to Ariel Epstein to fully embrace college basketball.
Well, she played Arkansas in Survivor, so if she takes High Point plus 12, that could make her into like a nice little middle/conundrum.
True. I would take High Point plus 12.
See, when you're in Vegas, can you actually hear any of the broadcasts? Like, do you know the story of Chase Johnston, for example? Has that been hit over the head with you yet? Number 99 for High Point. Have you heard that story yet?
I've seen my brother post it to his Instagram story.
So my man going into this week attempted 136 shots in his season. 132 of them have been from 3, only 4 from 2, and he was 0 of 4. The first make he had was the go-ahead basket to win the game on the layup with 10 seconds to go to win High Point their first ever game. That's college sports. Right there, circled twice. You're not going to get that in the NBA, albeit some teams might try. 132 of your 136 attempts.
Well, we're going to
came
be at the
from three.
Luke Combs concert during that game, which sucks. But
No, it's going to be great. There's going to be a TV in the suite. I was already promised.
Oh, they did? They
said
said that? Good.
Yeah, of course. Every suite has TVs. So
well, I didn't know the layout.
I'll be Dirks will be on in the background, and I'll be watching the High
Fair.
Point Arkansas game.
Oh, Dirk Bentley too?
He's opening for Luke.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Drunk on a plane.
My favorite one. What's the one with turnip greens? I love that song.
Oh,
and turnip greens.
That's now you're singing, Josh. I don't think they paid you for that.
No, I should know this song.
Sorry about that.
It's
good direction. Good direction.
To meet his mom.
Good direction.
Send her sweet tea.
Send them back to me. That's good. Speaking of which, we were just talking about Luke Combs not too long ago in this show. He exposed to the Hot Ones audience the glory of the fast food chain Cookout. So you're going to Luke Combs tonight. Kelly, have you been to Cookout before? I know Ariel knows all about it. Do you know about Cookout?
I have no idea.
Ariel, do you want to tell us?
Josh staple. It's where you go. Well, it's a late night spot. There's a long line at the drive-thru, and you get like a milkshake and a burger, right?
Yeah.
Or like what
before bed?
Here you go. Here you go. Kelly, this is it. This is it right here. Luke spelled it all out, saying, imagine going to Chick-fil-A, but rather than getting the very nice people that look like they're at camp, like camp counselors, you have the guy who gives off Philly but is Southern, just asking you what you want. And you look at the menu, and I'm not kidding, you get an entree, which is like a normal cookout like item, like cookout food, like burgers or hot dog, whatever. But as a side, you can have your option of chicken quesadilla, corn dog, or other various Southern delicacies.
Instead of like French fries?
You can get French fries, but you could also get a chicken quesadilla. You could also get a corn dog. And then you could get a milkshake rather than a drink, which seems commonplace, but there's 50 different options of milkshake flavors.
It's very overwhelming when you're going there to drunk eat.
And it's $10.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the South.
That's it. Well, you will need to expose her to that sometime if you're ever in the South. Cookout is the place to go. All right, we need to look at tomorrow's slate because when you have 16 straight up favorites win, that means you are going to be set up for some better matchups on Sunday's slate. I think that's what we've got. It's a loaded slate. What catches your eye, Kelly?
I mentioned teams that overachieved. We talked about that Santa Clara, Kentucky game. Kentucky needed a miracle 3 just to get to overtime. They were still down 1 with a minute to go. Now, they had some bounces go their way. They hit their free throws down the stretch, but that final result of that Santa Clara game was not indicative of how that game was played out. I have a pretty sizable futures bet on Iowa State at 30-1 to win the national championship, and I think this is a great spot for the Cyclones. Their top 5 rated defense and their 3-point shooting just firepower. I love this Cyclones team. I think they're going to just light up Kentucky here. Mark Pope's getting sent home. He's going to piss off everybody in Lexington once again.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm looking at St. John's. 3.5 was a little steep for me. I thought when it opened at first, and I thought, ooh, that's interesting. Again, I bet against Kansas last night. Cal Baptist, my lone savior on the Friday slate of the 3 games that I bet. And I said, all right, Darren Peterson had so many looks. He scored 28 points, which I don't want to discredit, but like the guy could have went off for 40, but he didn't. Yet again, just a disappointment. Time to go to the NBA. Time to get out of Lawrence Bill Self, and that's what Rick Pitino is going to do. They're going to run the Jayhawks out of the gym. This St. John's team caught fire mid-March, and guess what? I think this team is going to be a force to reckon with. I wouldn't be surprised to see them be the Final Four team out of that region. I have been nothing but impressed with the St. John's team. And we're going to look to the late slate. Texas Tech -1.5 currently over Bama. Ariel got to make me look like a complete and utter you-know-what on my own podcast. Toppin was in my brain, and it was JT Toppin, not Obi Toppin, who is in the NBA. It is what it is. But Texas Tech really missed him there for a better part of February. And it started to hurt them late. It hurt them in the Big 12 tournament. But I do think that now they are a more cohesive unit. And what we saw them be able to do and dismantle the Miami of Ohio team that everybody loved yesterday showed me this team is ready to come back. I did bet against Bama yesterday. Hofstra, shout out to them. They were so valiant for 2/3 of that game. And then it was over. And that's exactly how I said it was going to play out. I said I liked Hofstra in the first half. Bama was going to pull away late. That's what Bama does. But I do think Texas Tech has the horses to keep up with this Bama team. And I think laying 1.5 here tells you all you need to know about the Red Raiders.
Anything that we should be following, Kelly in Vegas, and also Ariel Epstein, other than propqueen.com and Wager Talk?
Wager Talk. You can check out all my stuff over there on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Ariel and I are supposed to be recording a vlog this week.
We are recording it.
We've done pretty bad about it. We've done pretty bad.
I said people love our experiences, so we should start documenting them. So I spent like $850 on a freaking old school digital camera that every time something cool happens to us, I forget to record it. But definitely really not a good sell. Watch the vlog though. There are some cool things. The one thing I forgot to promote was that we went to Barry's and we had a private room, which was really great. But I've pretty much recorded the rest, our pool day yesterday.
Yeah, in the middle of right after that Hofstra collapse, I was like, all right, my neck is just killing me. I need to get a massage. See the massage guy walk by mid-massage. Guess who decides to ruin it?
I recorded the massage. So you can check out the vlog on the Prop Queen Media and the Wager Talk YouTube page coming up in probably like next week at some point. I'll have it edited.
Full circle from where we started. I said that the dream was to get to Vegas for the first weekend. My wife says she wants to go to Vegas. And I said, what do you want to do? Do you want to bet on some things? Do you want to do just like, nope, I just want to go to the pool. That's what I want to do. So, yeah.
The wind pool was beautiful yesterday.
Yes. Highly recommend the wind pool. That was great. Plenty of TVs, plenty of gambling. And you can sit in the sun if you really want to. I did not. I sat at the blackjack table and watched the Hofstra Bama game.
We expect nothing less from Kelly in Vegas, Inner Element in Vegas, and Ariel Epstein as well. Enjoy the Luke Combs concert in a bit. Thanks for making the time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh.